Hello, my name is Vesna Grosheva and I'm going to be your teacher for this lesson. Today's topic is key vocabulary, past time expressions. The objectives for the class are to explain the meaning of past time expressions, to practice the use of the past time expressions describing actions completed in the past. At the end of the lesson, the students will understand the meaning of the most common past time expressions and know how to use the past time expressions describing actions completed in the past. Expressions like yesterday, last Sunday, 2 days ago, yesterday morning, the day before yesterday are used to say when something happened in the past. In this lesson, we'll try to explain the meaning and the use of past time expressions related to the grammar structure of past simple tense. In English, we use past simple to talk about things that happened in the past. There are a number of words and phrases that are often used to show when an action or situation happened in the past. We call them time adverbials. Here are some of the most common ones. Last plus time reference plus ago, yesterday or yesterday plus morning, afternoon, evening, or some past time expressions with the prepositions in, on, or at. Let's have a look at each of them separately. Let's begin with last plus time reference. Let's see expressions in the past using the word last. We use last plus time reference to mean the most recent or nearest to the present time. When we say last night, means if it is day now, it was the night, the very last night that we had, or last Sunday was the Sunday that we had before today, or last week, not this week, but last week, the previous one. Last weekend is the weekend that we had, the closest one. Or last year is the previous year, not this one, but the previous. The same with last month, not this month, but last month, the previous one. Here are some examples. I watched a film last night. We went to the park last Sunday. Last week, I had a test in English. Last weekend was sunny and warm. My brother went to the USA last year. My friend moved to Italy last month. Here are some past time expressions with ago. We use time reference plus ago to say how far back in the past something happened. 10 minutes ago. The teacher arrived 10 minutes ago. An hour ago. The plane landed an hour ago. 3 days ago. We went to the mall 3 days ago. A week ago. I bought a new jacket a week ago. A month ago. I got a dog a month ago. A year ago. I met Tom a year ago. There are some more past time expressions with yesterday. Yesterday or yesterday morning, afternoon, yesterday evening are used to talk about the day before today. I had a party yesterday. Yesterday morning, I got up very early. We played tennis yesterday afternoon. Mary had a concert yesterday evening. When we use yesterday, we think of the previous day, but when we use yesterday morning, afternoon, or evening, we think of a specific part of the previous day. We also use the day before yesterday, referring to 2 days ago, like in the sentence, Bob didn't go to work the day before yesterday. We also use the prepositions in, at, or on to say when something happened. We use at when we talk about particular time, specific time, like at 9 a.m. or at lunchtime. We arrived at the station at 6 o'clock. We use on when we think of a specific date, like on April the 3rd or December 21st, 1998, or on my last birthday. I was born on the 1st of May. Then we use in when we mention some years in the past, like in 2017 or in 1980. When we talk about some months in the past, like in May, or some decades, like in the 1960s. They bought their house in 1984. Let's have a look at some rules, very important things to know before we use past time expressions, like we never say the last summer, but we say last summer. We don't say yesterday night, we use last night instead. And here is a note, the past expressions always come at the end or at the beginning of the sentence. We never use them in the middle of the sentence. Here are the examples. Last summer, we went to the seaside. Here we have past time expression last summer at the beginning of the sentence. And then, I got a postcard from London yesterday. Yesterday is at the end of the sentence. Okay, now we can practice a little bit the past time expressions that we talked about today. Here is one task for you. We have several past time expressions and we are supposed to put them in a chronological order starting from now, so that we start from now and we move backwards by trying to find the closest past time expressions that we can put next to now, and then we can move backwards, putting them all in a chronological order. So again, put these time expressions in order from now, going back into the past. Have a look at all of them, take your time, think twice, and then try to put them in the chronological order. Let's have a look at the proper order of these past time expressions now. Okay, now, 10 minutes ago, this morning, last night, yesterday evening, yesterday morning, the day before yesterday, 2 weeks ago, last year, and 10 years ago. There's another challenge for you. We are supposed to read these sentences and try to complete the gaps with one of these time expressions given up there for the past. Here we have the time expressions with last, yesterday, ago, in, on. Read the sentences, think twice, try to use any of these time expressions to complete the sentences. Okay, let's check the answers. My dad left his office an hour ago. My parents weren't at home yesterday evening. Tom posted the email on Sunday. Some burglars broke into our house last night. The children watched a horror film last weekend. Mary and Anne were online an hour ago. I didn't feel well in the lesson yesterday. Helen traveled to New York in 2003. Well, that's all for this lesson. I hope you find it useful. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.